Hey there everybody, it is Jacob, aka Jacoby04, coming to you with some more Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild on the Wii U. Today, we are going to pick up right where we left off. Well, not exactly right where we left off. I got a bit of caveats to that. So, you notice I'm in Kakariko Village instead of right by the Great Fairy Shrine. The reason for that is, I kept mentioning in the last episode that, that I needed to clear my images out. And so I went ahead and did that between episodes, like I mentioned. I kept these ones around because they had me in it and they were nice selfies, and I really like good selfies. You know, I need them for like Facebook, Tinder, Yik Yak, whatever the kid. Actually, Yik Yak just got sold, so whatever the kids are using these days, I need those selfies. But I went through and I cleaned out images, and I actually have a few extras in here that I wanted to show you. A cool feature. You see this? Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Great user experience right there. Boom. Just deleted a bunch of worthless pictures. They let you, instead of being like, delete, are you sure? Yes. Again and again and again, I can just be like, delete. Select about 1,000 things and delete them. So it made it super easy to go through. And then I also had been thinking towards the end of the episode that there's a lot of weapons taking up space, and I don't have a whole lot of weapon space. Sorry while I fidget around here getting comfortable. And it's, so there's two things going on here. One, I really need to find that Korok place, which is what I'm going to start today. But two, I'd really like it if I just didn't have to worry about using these weapons. Like, I've had a few weapons in with me for many episodes because I don't want to lose them. So I've got this fire rod. This is pretty new, but it's the same concept. I keep this around just because boat travel's good. I'll always do that. And same with this for lighting fires and whatnot. But so those are different, but this boomerang too. We saw how I got that from an amiibo. I don't want to lose it because it's a classic Zelda item, but these things are just taking up total with that. That's half my inventory space. So really, I'm only rotating through 5 weapons. So what I went and did was I took pictures of everything in my inventory. I dropped it all, took a picture to add it to my Hyrule Compendium. Did that with bows, did that with shields. I even did it with all of my materials. Took me a little bit. I know, I'm supposed to go through and show you everything I do on this playthrough and not leave any details out, but trust me, that was boring and monotonous. You did not want to see that. I didn't want to do it. It had to be done. Along those lines, a super tragic thing happened. So, the fish are dead when you try to take pictures of them, but these little critters here, yeah, they're still alive. So I set like 5 of them free at once, and it was arguably the saddest thing in my entire life. So there's that. And so now I've got my Hyrule Compendium really fleshed out, and I'm not going to be so afraid to go ahead and lose these shields, lose these weapons, because if I wanted, I can turn my tracker on, point it at it, and try to find them again. This boomerang, maybe not, but if I lose it, whatever. It's not that great anyway. So that's that. Now, along those lines, oh, if you notice in the top right, my rupee counter is down like 200 because we had just picked up a bunch from that glowy thing at the end of the last episode. That's because I went and I needed arrows. I was out. I went and bought a bunch of arrows. I even bought a few fire arrows because I was almost out of those, and those have proven to be useful for burning things down easily. But they're really expensive, so I burned about 200 rupees on arrows. And then, let me just take a look at my Hyrule Compendium. I actually haven't taken a look at it myself since. So, creatures are way up. All these fish counted. You can see that they're just pictures of piles of things because I kept holding a bunch of items, dropping them, and taking pictures. So, monsters isn't going to be any more fleshed out, but take a look at the materials. This was almost empty when I started, and now I just about have everything, actually, which is kind of impressive. I didn't think I had that much for materials, but yeah, I have just about everything, so I can track almost any material that I need in Hyrule. This top quality equipment picture right there. Same with that. Yeah, so I got a bunch more equipment photos as well, and wow, there's a lot of equipment on this game. I haven't even like nicked the surface. So that's what I did. I guess I could have almost done it with how much time I took explaining it, but whatever. That's where we're sitting at. So now what I'm going to do today is, as I was looking through this album, I was taking a look at these other photos and being like, I really like those cutscenes. I'd like to see more of them. where could I arguably find one at? And the obvious answer is Hyrule Castle. I know where that's at, so anyone's looking at that might be a little bit easier to find. So take a look at this guy. It looks like it's looking straight down at Hyrule Castle in a forest. Okay, so I went ahead and looked at my map, which is in the same menu. We got Hyrule Castle. The front of it's right here, presumably. Looking straight down at it, a place with trees. Huh! What do you know? Look at this thing. Trees. So I'm thinking where I put that star is a memory, and I would kind of like to go find out. So that's what we're going to start off today before I go looking for the Korok Forest. So let's do that. I'm going to go ahead and fast travel to Central Tower. It's the closest way there. I've been to this tower quite a few times in recent episodes. This will be a little bit exciting, and I don't know how it's going to play out because there's a bunch of guardians in that area. A whole bunch of them. The closer I get to Hyrule, the riskier, or Hyrule Castle, the riskier it gets. So let's go have an adventure. Why not, right? That's where we're sitting at. That was a whole lot of exposition for the start of an episode, so I apologize. I see. Oh, that's probably why people don't like narration at the start of movies. It's just too much exposition at the start of something. Just get into it, right? Well, we'll do that now. Storming over here. I'm gonna change this star to a pin so I can just follow it on my map. And let's get to it. Shit. Oh! I need to get behind something. Okay. I got out of range. So that was a guardian taking a shot at me. Oh! What the hell? There are numbers. So this spear does... Their health system... So I was wondering in that last episode when I got this tunic, it shows me... I was told that it shows me how many health points somebody has. And I was like, well, I already could see their health bar before. But it actually shows their numeric health value, which is super cool. So like my spear, it actually corresponds to the numbers of weapons, crazy enough. It should be obvious, I would think, but my spear does 3, and we saw he went from 48 to 45. So I can actually see what weapon's going to do how much against who, etc. Which is really freaking cool. The other thing that makes me think about, the reason why I'm kind of pausing here, my brain's churning, is what does that mean for, like, me? So it's pretty clear how it works when I'm attacking things. I have a weapon with a number, they have a health with a certain amount of points. One thing that makes me wonder is if they have armor, if that's going to change, how much, like, or if their health always takes that into account. Does that make any sense? So say we have another creature that also has 45 points of health, or 48. What if they had some sort of armor that raises their defense? Are they going to count that into the health, or is that not? So maybe my spear would only do 1.5 points of damage. Food for thought. I'll probably figure it out over time, but then it also makes me wonder how my health works. Like, presumably my hearts correspond to a certain number, and then their attacks do a certain number, and then my armor reduces that by a certain factor. Maybe it's more complicated than that. It just makes me curious. My inner programmer is wondering how this is all working under the hood. Here I am using... Oh, I'm about to get flanked. I'm not actually going to waste time fighting this other guy. I'm just going to keep moving. So, yeah, sorry, more exposition here, but my brain just was instantly sort of set off by that curiosity, and if I didn't think through it, I was going to be left wondering. And spinning on that in the background, so I figured I'd get that out of the way in the foreground instead, just in case I need it. I don't know what I'm about to get myself into here. Hopefully nothing too crazy. I'm going to put back on that shield that can deflect guardian beams. It just looks so cool. It's got particle effects coming off of it. Is this the forest already, or am I further than that? No, I wanted that bug. Big hardy radish. Eh. I should really keep taking pictures of these as I go if I don't have them, now that I've caught myself up. A boar? A deer. Keep very quiet. Whoa, that's pretty cool. I'll settle for this guy. 2 prime meats. That's nothing to trifle with. All sorts of materials in here. I might as well gather. It's always good to be stocked up on food and whatnot. I don't know if I'm gonna make that shot when it's running from me. After how much money I just dropped on arrows, I'm less inclined to send them flying right now. Although I can go pick them back up if I miss, I suppose. Ah, we got a Korok or something or another going on here. What do you want me to do? That seemed like a good guess to me. A pinwheel. It's really not clear to me. When in doubt, bomb it out. I'd gone so many episodes, without bombing myself, and then that. Idiot. I suppose it wouldn't be a playthrough by me if I didn't bomb myself every now and again. Okay, I don't know what this is, but I'll just go ahead and drop a star on it to come back to later. That's a big tree. That forest right up ahead looks like what I'm going for. So far, so uneventful, which is pretty good. Oh wait, there's an old guardian remnant over there. We are getting very close to the castle. Can I sneak up on crickets? Yeah. You bet I can. This is totally it. This one I don't think I've... Damn it. Yep, that's what I wanted. I'm sure these are good. If hardy radishes are good, I imagine big hardy radishes are better. The bigger is better. I was taught anything growing up. Ah, sacred ground runes. Oh. There's a guardian right over there. You should stay over there. So I was right. There's a memory here. So let's check it out.
god that seals the darkness. You have shown unflinching bravery and skill in the face of darkness and adversity, and have proven yourself worthy of the blessings of the goddess Hyla. Whether skyward bound, adrift in time, or steeped in the glowing embers of twilight, the sacred blade is forever bound to the soul of the hero. We pray for your protection, and we hope that the two of you will grow stronger together as one.
Gee, this is uplifting. She's making it sound like we already lost.
Wasn't this your idea? You're the one who wanted to designate the appointed night with all the ceremonial pomp, grandeur, and nonsense we could muster. And if you ask me, the whole thing does seem to be overkill. I think I'm on the same page as the princess regarding this boy.
Oh, give it a rest. That boy is a living reminder of her own failures. Well, at least that's how the princess sees him.
Wow. Well, what to say to that? So, I was freaking out there a little bit. You might have seen while that cutscene was playing. I didn't say anything because I didn't want to ruin a cutscene, but maybe I did. Basically, I was freaking out because she made reference, you know, whether you're bound skyward, lost in time, or trapped in. Holy shit! Get out of here! Oh! No time to talk. Need a better weapon, need a better weapon. No! I need a one-handed weapon. I need some mobility here. I don't have a good one-handed weapon. Son of a bitch. This is gonna be bad. I guess we're fighting a guardian in this episode. Oh, God! 1,500 health! What is that? Jesus Christ. Get down, get down, get down, get down. I'm not gonna do any damage with this little teeny sword. Good God. Nope, nope. Oh, that one killed. That one hurt. Okay, give me the strongest sword that I have. Let's hope this works. It broke! That didn't last long. Shit, I was thinking I could be clever and escape. How did I tip that thing over the last time? I cut a leg off! Nope. Let's try not to burn through any more fairies here. I've only got 2 left. Hey, bitch! I got something for ya! How you gonna move around with no legs, ugly? Ah! You ain't got nothing now! I'm gonna do this! Ah! 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 Done! Oh god! Oh god! Ah! I did it! I beat one! I beat one! Whoa! Yeah! Oh man, I got goosebumps. That was, oh, that was, yeah, buddy. It took a lot of what I got. Actually, I didn't have to use a whole lot of resources. I did pretty good. I did have to burn through 2 fairies as I was learning how to fight him, but the legs can be cut off, and I don't know if it's by that special type of weapon, the guardian weapons, that they're more vulnerable, or if it was just that that weapon was strong enough to take those apart quickly. But damn, that was fucking awesome. I mean, I did it. And look at the ruins of this battleground. You got trees knocked down. Oh, goodness, that was just the coolest thing I think I was not expecting to do that, but damn. I'm kinda at a loss. So as I was saying, she made reference to the sky, Twilight and Time, so Skyward Sword, Twilight Princess, Ocarina of Time. I'm surprised they didn't make a Wind Waker reference too, to be honest. But, you know, that's how it goes. So I'm going to head towards this direction. Because I'm, oh man, that was just, my heart's racing. I killed my first Guardian, and I don't feel like fighting another one, so I'm going to try to avoid that thing at all costs. Oh, there's a lot of them. If I get caught in open ground against one of those, there's no way I'm going to beat it. So I need to stick to cover and avoid the paths that these guys are walking on. What would happen if I... So, that's my plan. Try to make my way that way without setting off any more Guardians. And to do that, I'm going to push my way out from Hyrule Castle because there's going to be less Guardians the further out I get. So I was freaking out about that during the video because of references to old games that I've played and beaten. Actually, fun fact, I've never actually beaten Ocarina of Time. I'm sorry, the most well-known Zelda game before this, and what everyone said was, or what was pretty widely regarded as the best video game of all time before this, opinion, obviously, is the Zelda game that I've never beaten. I've beaten Twilight Princess, I've beaten Skyward Sword, I've beaten Wind Waker. I haven't beaten the 2 Nintendo 64 Zelda games. I've played them a lot, but I've never beaten them. Fun fact. So where I'm walking to now is the Hylia River, because the one little kind of sort of hint that I have about, actually, I beat this shrine, and that would be faster to get back to the Hylia River than walking this way. But I'm going to fast travel to the shrine that I beat in that other episode. because that's going to be faster than walking all this way and trying to dodge these guardians. I meant a long time ago, way early episode, I got reference from a Korok that the way to find the Korok Forest was north of, you follow the Hylia River north. So I'm trying to get to the Hylia River and follow it north. I have really no other lead to go on. I hope that I'm even remembering it correctly, because that was like a month and a half ago. So we'll see. I'll go explore it for a while. I'll try to find it, and if I'm getting absolutely nowhere, then I will say screw it. Okay, this is perfect. So yeah, I'll keep heading towards that red. Hey, look at this. There's a little, like, sandbar going through the water. Isn't that cool? It's almost shaped like a heart. And what else was cool? So that cutscene at the end, they mention that she's a reminder, or Link is a reminder to the princess of her past failures. So what I interpreted that to mean is that the story of Zelda, the general story is that there's this endless cycle of reincarnation and refighting. Ganon comes back time and time again throughout the franchise, and the hero of time, the hero of legend, always returns to slay the evil with the help of Zelda, or Zelda's captured or something. And so her being a reminder of his past, him being a reminder of her failures. Sorry, everyone that loves foxes. What I would interpret that to mean is that he coming back reminds her that, once again, they need help to beat the evil because she failed to lock him away permanently in a previous life. Or maybe even in the context of this game, because this Zelda has fought Ganon again and again, or at least one other time before. Maybe not in the memory, I don't know. See, what I'm trying to get at is maybe even, I can't remember if when these memories are taking place, they had faced Ganon before already. I believe they had. So he might be a direct reminder of even her initial, not even her past reincarnations, failed attempts to stop Ganon, but her direct failed attempt to stop Ganon, and thus the need, he came back in her lifetime, thus the need to bring a hero about. So they stopped him once with the Divine Beast, he came back and took over, and so she was all a part. That failure was very much a big part of her. And so he reminds her of that. That's what I would interpret it as. And maybe a little bit deeper with the reincarnations. I don't know if they're thinking on that level or not. Who knows? Not me. That's what I just said. So, I feel like if I bomb this, it's going to go flying everywhere off this mountain. And it will. I don't feel like that. That's what's going to happen. Can I beat this to death with something? I don't have any good mining tools. Whatever. Let's take the YOLO approach here. Oh, so I was rereading the description of that diamond that I picked up in the last episode, and the description said that it's the most valuable gem in Hyrule, or the rarest, or something like that, so that's pretty cool. Oh, a shrine. Yep, literally everywhere. Nope. Okay, I got the amber. That's valuable. Can I get anything else valuable out of this without running everywhere? Yeah, another amber. So, I'm glad we did that cutscene. That was cool that I beat a guardian. Oh, is that a sapphire? It is. Beautiful. And I'm pretty pleased with how everything turned out, all things considered. Stamp. Looks like we're finding some more shrines as we go, too. That's good. So there's that one. I'm going to go ahead and set a marker on that for right now, because, taking a look, that could be super useful for exploring this Hylia River, and the river looks like it's going to go right past that, so I could open up this whole section of the map. almost certainly necessary if I want to actually find the Korok Forest. It might even point out where the Korok Forest is. You know how you can see named places on the map? That might be my ticket there. That looks like a shrine if I've ever seen one. And I have not. Oh, it's pretty close to where I'm going, so maybe I'll make a pit stop at that shrine on my way. Or maybe I'll just kind of delete that pin and set it, delete that stamp. Let's go ahead and set this pin here. So I'm going to go there instead. I'm going to go a little bit more south. Did not want to place that. Get this, follow up the river, hit up that tower so I can open up this area and try to find that Korok Forest and see what other adventures it leads to along the way. So red then blue. Any other shrines that I can see before I wrap this episode up? Anything off in the distance? Not particularly. Alright, well, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this unexpected episode. And I will catch you all in the next one.